All right, let's get down to business. Mages, folks, they're incredible. I like mages, I really do. I always take at least one mage in my group for their food and water. Incredible utility, top of the line, but they're squishy, always hiding behind their spells, always running away. They can't take a hit like my paladin.
Well, Trump, mages are indeed more fragile than paladins, but that's not the whole story. They have a lot of control, mobility, and burst damage. They can freeze enemies, teleport, and even turn them into sheep. Mages even have lockpicking spells now. It's all about strategy and positioning. By most accounts, mages were always the most well-rounded class in this game. They can do some really flashy stuff.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed playing with a good mage in the group. They can do some neat tricks like making food and portals and freezing with Frost Nova. Handy stuff.
Frost Nova, I guess that's okay. I mean, there's a million ways to break stuns, but yeah. Sheep is great, sheep is great. Everyone knows I like sheep. I mark the sheep, you know, I'm always the group leader, and I always use the moon symbol for sheep. Everybody knows that moon is the sheep symbol. It's the best symbol to use. Polymorph, ladies and gentlemen, gotta love it.
I really like the pig and turtle polymorph alternatives. In my own journey as a mage, I've come to understand the depth and breadth of their potential. Mages are not just conduits of magical power, they're architects of in-game narratives, strategists who orchestrate the ebb and flow of battle. It is these defining traits that I believe make mages not just powerful, but a truly game-changing experience.
True, but come on, Prot Paladin AoE tanking is much more efficient than what mages do. Paladins are better than mages on Turtle WoW. Okay, maybe mages used to be king back in vanilla or classic WoW, which is completely fucking broken, but look at what year it is, Obama. Turtle is the way now, but nothing beats a paladin on this server. Paladins aren't overpowered. They're simply buffed to the level they always should have been at, according to Warcraft lore. They're highly trained Holy Warrior Knights. They are the leaders of the Alliance. Ret Gang.
Donald, we're not really comparing classes right now. We're trying to discuss the strengths and weaknesses of mages relative to each possible option the player can choose.
Mage, it's a good class. They're good, folks. They can light up a room, if you know what I mean.
Light up a room? My paladin can light up a battlefield. Mages are just fireworks.
All right, Trump, we get it. You like paladins, but this is a discussion about mages. Can we please stay on topic?
Well, you got to admit, fireworks are pretty fun to watch.
Now, as I was saying, mages are a versatile class with a lot of potential. They bring a lot to the table with their range damage, area of effect, crowd control, counterspell, high mobility, shields, portals, and crafting food and water. Mages are the best class in the game, in my humble opinion. You can't go wrong with any race choice. Today we are only ranking them relative to each other.
Yeah, what he said. Mages are cool.
All right, honestly, and I'm being really serious now, guys. Mages, I got to admit, Mage, let me tell you, Mage is a top-tier class choice, no doubt. Mages, folks, they're incredible. Top of the line, but they're squishy, always hiding behind their spells. They can't take a hit like my paladin. Not even Obama could 1v1 me on my dwarf mage alt. Mage is a top PvP class if you're a skilled player such as myself. Me, I've made many mages. I'm one of the best mage players you'll ever see, believe me. I've been playing mage since before most people were born, honestly. How do you think I made so much gold? I always had a mage alt in addition to my paladin main. It's how the big boys roll. Hell, I even have a second level 60 dwarf paladin alt that I didn't tell anyone about just to farm Dire Mall a little bit more. He's permanently parked outside Dire Mall East, and he has all of the turtle utility items. I don't fuck around, Obama, believe me.
Trump, holy shit. And, by the way, my mage is, like, way more geared than your alt. So, no offense, I'm sure you're skilled, but I don't think you're winning that fight. Stick to your paladin, Donald.
Doesn't matter, Obama. First of all, you say my mage doesn't have gear? Fake news. His gear isn't that bad. Second of all of my hotkeys were designed by scientists
Trump.
for
Wait,
optimal
your
performance.
mage alt is still in green gear? You don't even have tier 1. Like I said, no offense, and I won't back down from a duel. But my mage is geared as fuck, Donald. There's like no way. Fight me on your paladin.
Can I finish, Barack? Can I finish? And let me inform you that most of my mage's gear is blue pre-bis, and I even have some purples. Thank you very much. Okay, and second of all, it's just my alt, and even I have a life outside of this game, Obama, so fuck you.
I find that hard to believe. You just told me you have a second paladin alt just for farming Dire Mall. You're not a casual player, Donald. Let's be real here.
Moving on to my next point, my hotkeys are way more efficient than yours. I've seen you play, Obama. You still use the WASD keys to move around? Pathetic. Those are prime hotkey spots. You got to pump those hotkeys up, Obama. You got to level up your game. You'll be glad you did it. All the actual good players do that, not like you would really know. Any decent player only moves with their mouse. God damn it, Obama, you got to do that. You got to try it. Do it. I care about you. I really care about you, Barack. I don't want you slowing me down when we play together.
Bullshit, Trump. Most players keep their WASD keys mapped to the default movement, in addition to using their mouse. I utilize the shift key along with WASD. It works for me fine. Don't be such an elitist.
Elitist? Ha! That's rich coming from you, Mr. High Elf, Fancy Pants Mage, President of the United States of America. Go back to your ivory tower, Mage. Everybody knows that kind of geriatric arcane magic bullshit isn't cool anymore. Maybe shooting fireballs was cool when I was younger and a little bit slimmer, but I gotta say, I'm a grown man now, Obama. Do you know what that means? It means I have big balls, Obama. My balls are just too big to fit inside of cloth armor. I'm not kidding. I have a large gold-plated jockstrap protecting my manhood. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I can show you. Real men play Ret Paladin. Nothing beats a Paladin's holy light. Holy doesn't count as a school of magic. Nobody can resist holy damage. Nobody. Ret gang.
For fuck's sake, Trump. Like, maybe just chill out a bit about Paladins. Like, chill out, Donald.
I can chill harder than anyone, Obama. Believe me. Listen, Obama, do you remember the 1980s? I remember almost all of it.
False. You were, how should I put this, drinking enough Coca-Cola to fund a large South American country for a decade. You just need to chill, Donald. You're way too uptight.
You underestimate my powers, Obama. Nobody saw anybody chill harder than me. Everybody knew me in New York City. By the late 80s, I had already met most people living in that great city. We really built it up strong. People knew me in Moscow and Tokyo. They bowed their heads to me. We took lots of photos. Great people. People know me all around the world. No cap. And everywhere I go, I chill with the greatest folks. Believe me, we chill out. People still talk about how great I can let loose. I've chilled out with the most famous and chill people in the world, in the nicest places you can imagine. Believe me. I could name names, but I'm not going to brag. I can chill, Obama. I'm chill as fuck. After all, I love to play golf. What sport is more chill than golf? Bowling? I like bowling, too. Why don't we play sometime, Obama?
Let's just get back to the tier list, Donald. In case you forgot, today we are ranking Mage class and race combos in World of Warcraft, specifically in Turtle WoW.
Anyway, mages are fantastic, just fantastic. You can't go wrong making a mage. But let's see who the truly best one is. Let's talk about human mages. They're decent, but they're no paladins. I'd say D tier.
I can see where you're coming from, Trump. Human mages lack certain racial traits that could give them an edge. The spirit bonus is useful while leveling. Rep bonus is never bad. They're reliable, but not exceptional. C tier sounds fair.
Yeah, I've seen some human mages do all right in a fight. They're not my first pick, but they can hold their own. I vote C tier, but whatever. I really like human female casting animation. It looks great.
There are way more useful mage picks than human. Just put it into C tier. Fine. Now let's talk about the high elves. Now there's a race that knows magic. They've got potential. I'm thinking B tier.
As a high elf mage myself, I can attest to their potential. Their affinity for magic is unparalleled. Their mana evocation ability and lore and background make them a strong choice. I'd say A tier, personally.
I've never rolled an elf before, but from what I've seen, they can hold their own. I say high elf is A tier. I have a high elf mage alt. She has really beautiful casting and walking animations. Really graceful.
That's cool, Joe. You appreciate the beauty in the world of Warcraft. You like nature and you like women. I can see that. You're a kind soul deep down, Joe, with a loving heart. Don't let the haters knock you down, Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, I really like the elf girls. Their casting animation is lovely. I like playing as Mage sometimes. It's super fun. She has bright green eyes, signifying her strong magical affinity. I get really into it.
Now, hold on a minute. High elves may look all magical and shit, but let's look again at their racials. Arcane resistance is stupid, but on second thought, I gotta say, the bonus to enchanting and the mana evocation is really useful for mages. Fine, A tier for high elf mage.
I'm glad we can agree on that, Trump. Now, let's talk about no mages. They get a bonus to intellect, which is the mage's primary stat. Escape Artist gives them an additional way to break stuns, making them more overpowered in PvP, especially if Blink is on cooldown or something. The engineering bonus is great, since giving mages a ranged stun grenade can be useful in PvP situations. I'd say they're S tier.
Gnomes, huh? Well, I've never been a fan of the little bastards, but I can't deny their potential. Seems like a top mage choice for most people, but I personally wouldn't play one. I really can't stand them. Honestly, if Ironforge had built a great iron wall around their city gate entrance, they could have kept all those stupid little gnomes from invading the dwarven capital. Ironforge is a great city, and those gnomes just fuck it up a little bit, don't you think? You know, the gnomes were escaping from their disastrous former capital city, Nomergan, which means gnomes are gone. Get it? Get it? Don't forget, the gnomes blew up their own city, blew themselves up, exploded themselves in their hubris. Seriously, it was horrible, folks. And Ironforge, the dwarves, they're nice people, really nice, believe me, but they reluctantly took in the remaining stragglers. They're really nice. The dwarves, they're way too nice, really. Nobody likes gnomes. You really gonna trust a gnome mage who blew up their own capital city? Nobody likes them. Send them back to Nomergan, I say. Send them all back home to clean up their mess. Ironforge would be stronger without them. Remember, dwarves can be paladins, but gnomes certainly cannot. Gnomes can't even heal at all. Useless.
Now, can I put my trust in a gnome mage? Well, let me tell you, those gnome mages, they're the first ones to start a ruckus when I'm just out in the world peacefully collecting flowers. If I see a gnome coming at me, I'll try to prowl first and see if I can get the opening pounce. It's like they got a bee in their bonnet or something. All gnomes, really, they see me, and it's like they got a score to settle. They're feisty little critters, I'll give them that. So look, I got to be honest with you. I'm not too fond of gnomes. There's something about them that just rubs me the wrong way. And those gnome mages, they're the worst of the lot. Just like those warlocks, they got a mean streak a mile wide. They got those beards all pointy and whatnot. And those eyes, they got a look in them that's just plain sinister. Gnomes, they're a tricky bunch, no matter how you slice it. They're like a thorn in your side, always causing trouble. I don't trust them, not one bit. They're wicked, man, through and through.
Let's be reasonable here, gentlemen. I'm willing to admit that gnome mage is an S-tier choice. Your personal biases amount to nothing more than that. Gnomes are objectively a top-tier choice for mage. I'm putting them at S-tier. Okay, let's not forget about dwarf mages. They're a solid choice in Turtle WoW. Their stone form ability make them a strong contender in PvP. In addition to Ice Block, Ice Barrier, and Cold Snap, dwarf mages are just that much harder to kill. I'd say A tier.
Absolutely. A tier for dwarf mage. Stone form. Fantastic ability. Lifesaver in PvP. Really top-notch. Dwarf mages, they're A tier, no doubt. It gives them an extra edge in PvP, which is where mages truly shine with all their flashy, blinking bullshit.
I can get behind that. Dwarf mages, A tier, sounds good to me.
All right, let's talk about the Horde. Orc mages are on Turtle WoW, folks, but they're just not cut out for magic. They're more suited to smashing things with big axes, not waving around a wand. I'd say F tier at best. Wait, Blood Fury doesn't affect magic damage, does it?
I don't think so. Probably not. It's a melee thing. Orcs are traditionally more physical combatants. Their racial traits, like Blood Fury, are more beneficial for melee classes. I guess hardiness is good for blocking alliance rogues. For PvP, that could be okay, since PvP is just mostly fighting rogues anyway. Well, hardiness racial ability bumps Orc Mage up to D tier.
Now let's talk about the trolls. Troll mages, they're a force to be reckoned with. Their berserking ability gives them an edge. I'm thinking A tier.
Trolls do have a unique racial ability with berserking that can be a game changer in the right situation. It increases their casting speed, which can be quite beneficial for a mage. A tier sounds fair.
That berserking ability really seems like it's useful for a mage since it increases their cast speed. I love playing with mages, I gotta say. They make water for me. My Moonkin aura gives them 3% extra spell crit. A tier sounds about right.
That's goddamn right, Biden. I love your Moonkin aura, too. I'll gladly accept a Moonkin into my party so I can get that spell crit buff. You know, you guys are the dream team to play with, really. The three of us, Paladin, Mage, Druid, we're stars. We can take on the world of Warcraft with Obama's oranges, Biden's Moonkin aura, and under my great leadership as party leader, we truly make a powerful team. Oh, by the way, let's not forget about the undead. Undead mages, they're just not up to par. They're more suited to being warlocks or shadow priests. I'd say C or D tier.
Undead do have some interesting racial traits, like Will of the Forsaken, but it doesn't synergize well with the mage class, and they look awful in cloth armor. But wait, cannibalize might be okay because mages don't have another self-heal. Let's do B tier then.
I don't know. I think a skeleton wizard is pretty rad. It's pretty cool. I dig it. B tier it is.
And finally, let's talk about goblin mages. They're a complete disaster, folks. They're more interested in tinkering with their gadgets and counting their gold than mastering the arcane arts. They're always trying to sell you something, always with a scheme. It's like they're more interested in playing auction house than being a mage. They're all about the profit, but not the firepower. D tier, no question about it. D for disaster. A complete and utter disaster.
Goblins do have some unique racial traits, but their focus on mining operations and commerce doesn't lend itself well to the study of arcane arts. Their speed bonus is terrible for them, since mages have blink, so they're already quite mobile enough. And it silences their magic for a period of time. It's simply unacceptable. I don't accept the silence side effect, but maybe the speed boost could be useful for someone. Sure, D tier.
If you guys say so, I'll go with it. I just like hanging out with you guys.
Okay, that's all the time I have for this today, guys. Honestly, mages are great, but they're really overrated if you ask me.
That's hilarious coming from you, Donnie.
Trump, you play as a retribution paladin. Let's keep it real here.
It's all good, and don't forget to smash that like button. Peace out, homies.
It was a pleasure. Good night, gentlemen.
Peace.